This is Frank John, a former student. It's really great to have you here, man. I really appreciate you taking the time just talk with me today and go over some of the stuff that we've done in the past. I just want to ask you a few questions and kind of get the ball rolling. And do you remember when we actually did the appraisal training? What year was that? Do you remember?
I want to say 1990.
1990.
Um, well, a little background. That is when I met you. And then I had asked you when you were appraising that particular investment property of mine, how you become an appraiser. What's the process? And you had mentioned that you had a workshop coming up and you invited me to that. I attended it, and the rest is history.
Rest is history. And that workshop became a full-blown, pretty much school or academy. And that was, I think, around 92, Frank, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So how was that appraisal training for you, as you recall it?
Oh, it was power packed. It was critical at a critical juncture in my life because I had a corporate job that I didn't enjoy, and I was looking for alternatives. And then you said, check out this workshop that I've got coming up, and I attended it, and I realized I could do this. And it I got to the point where I left the corporate job, took an early out package, worked with you for a year, and then I started Washington Appraisal. And that, again, is 30 years ago.
30 years ago. Wow. You think about that, man. 30 years and you're still in the business. Do
I'm
you
still
still
here.
like, huh? You still like
I'm
the
still
business?
standing.
So that was money well spent. Did you say that?
Yes, it was, Nate. It was, it changed my life. And I'm not gonna try to act like there haven't been challenges and struggles that, everybody goes through, but it really made a tremendous difference in my life. And I thank you for, being the one that sort of ushered that in.
Well, thank you, Frank. I appreciate that, man. You were and have been a trusted friend since then. And you've done very well, man. Very well. I refer clients to you still this day. You've been appraised for 30 years. And do you recall if I was helpful, if I was patient, if I was knowledgeable, any or all of those things?
You were all of those things, Nate, and you also challenged me because I remember when I was working with you and you were actually encouraging me to go out and get some additional clients and sort of said, hey, you felt I could do more than I was doing. And I appreciated that. And again, we've done pretty well over the last 30 years or so. Obviously now I've got a team of folks, other appraisers that work with me and other support staff, so I don't have to work as hard as I did at that juncture. But it really was helpful, to learn from you and get the guidance, and you help sort of set the foundation for for my career.
That's good, man. That's good. So I guess we kind of reiterate, I was trying to be as helpful as I could, and I was truly interested in your success and and what the course was going to do for you. There were other students also there with us. Do you remember any of them? I know you still talk to Candace.
Candace Giles, we were in there together. Candace and I still collaborate and work a lot together now. So it's and I can think of other folks that you've trained that are in other aspects of real estate, commercial real estate and whatnot. So yeah, man, you did well.
Thank you, Frank. Um, what is your advice to students considering career change and especially a career change into real estate? Considering the market, the economy, and all of that, what are some of your suggestions or guidance for them?
Well, real estate goes through cycles. And I know from working with you and coming in contact with you over the last few years that you've really sort of developed a niche and area of expertise in the whole probate arena. And I know my practice has evolved a lot so that we're providing services for folks that are going through uh, life, transformations and transitions like that. So, I mean, a lot of our practice now are with attorneys that are, working with estates and trusts and, folks that are dealing with losses and things like that. So I know that is an area that folks really should uh, look at and, learn from some of your experiences since you've really become expert at that. And
Thank
it's
you.
not
And
as cyclical, it's not as affected by interest rates and things like that as other parts of the real estate space.
exactly. And so it's a viable opportunity. Would you say that's the case?
Certainly, it is.
Great, great. And finally, just share some thoughts about me. Any thoughts you have my ability to teach and to help others. And just, just any thoughts, closing thoughts you might want to share with students.
Well, Nate, that I think a lot about you just as a man, as a father, um, and you've been an excellent teacher. Even though you've obviously a very successful real estate professional and investor, um, I think your calling, is as an educator, and you just happen to be educating folks in the real estate, uh, field. So I would strongly suggest anybody that's sort of considering this, thinking about it, wondering if they should do it, just do it.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate that. And look forward to, referring more business to you. You got to get together too, man. It's been a long time. So we need to do
It
that.
has,
You know
Nate.
what I'm
It
saying?
has. Look forward to
We're going to
doing
make it
that.
happen. We're going to make it happen. All right,
All
my
right.
brother. All right. Thank you, sir.
All
And I'll
right.
let you
Take
see
care,
this.
Nate.
All right. To God bless. Bye.